Welcome again to part 2 for our off-grid cypress on how to make a mini forest in one season. Stage 4 of making a forest in 12 months or less. Here I have the already scarified seeds from the Leuceana tree. Now, as you know, we're using Leuceanas because they grow very quickly. These are the seeds. This is what they look like after they've been scarified, which means in this case just put in boiling water overnight, and I've left them to soak a little bit longer, and in some cases the skin is actually coming off the seed. It hasn't come off that one, but in some cases it has, which is the first time I've seen that. So these are the seeds, and I always use the paler ones first because the darker ones don't seem to have scarified. So good quality potting compost and 150 potential trees. Okay, bit of patience, just putting one in at a time, and then you use something like a pencil and just push them under the surface. So that's stage 4. Good quality potting compost, even if you've got small pots, you know, something like this, or you know, something like this, that's fine, it's okay, doesn't matter. Just small enough with some good quality potting compost, and I guarantee that most of these will come up in about 7 days. So that's the next stage. So you just pop them down, cover them with a bit more soil and keep them damp. We've collected the seeds, we've scarified the seeds, we've planted the seeds. So that's the first 3 stages. Now we're going to 4th stage will be to repot them, and then the 5 and 6 will be showing you how quickly these guys grow in the conditions that I've described. These are the seedlings that you saw that we planted at the end of part 1. These are now 12 days old. You can see they have their primary leaves and their secondary leaves. The primary leaves will eventually fall off and the secondary leaves will start to multiply. So now we don't have as many as we normally have. Something's changed here a little bit. But as you can see, we've got about 20 plants, and more are actually starting to come up, so they're a little bit slow. So 12 days. So what I'm going to do is take some of these out and repot them. Surprisingly enough, they will respond to that, because already the roots are starting to get cramped in an inch, and we're going to pot them into a pot about this size. Here's the part that I really like, taking the little tree and giving it a new home. Look at those roots. Can we see those roots, Sam?
Yeah.
Those roots. Not even 2 weeks old. Amazing. Good quality potting compost. Don't use cheap stuff. I'll show you what we're using here. I'm not saying it has to be this, but your tree has a much better chance if it's in good soil, that has all the right nutrients in it, and it will thrive from here. Now, I can't tell you how many times I've actually done this, but I enjoy it so much because this is the birth of a new tree. So there we are, that's repotted, so it's gone from 1 cubic inch of soil to something this big. Part 5, put them in the ground. Now this has been in the ground about only 2 weeks. Those have been 12 days, these have done a little bit before. Irrigation is really important, especially in cypress. You must water them almost every day, so our irrigation only comes once a week, so we have to come round, splash a bit of water just to keep them moist, and they will respond. You see this now? This has got the makings of a really strong Leuceana tree. So just keep an eye on it. Give it plenty of mulch, especially if it's hot, so the ground doesn't dry out so much. But a little bit of water just every day is the key to getting these guys. They love heat and they love the moisture. So that's 14 days. And I think when we put it in, they were all just a little bit bigger than those guys we've just shown you from seedlings. So they weren't very big at all. So your final stage, 6th stage, is watching them grow in the ground. We are 28th of September 2016 and we planted these as a small part of the mini forest which we told you about, and these went in the ground early August. So that's 6, 7, 8 weeks, and already it's what, 70 centimeters in height. So give them the right conditions, the moisture and the heat, and they love it. So just to let you know, and I'm talking one season, okay, because these were planted last year, 2015, and I think we planted them in September, or September, fairly small. And now if you can see the whole of the tree, okay, if I reach my tiptoes, that's 2 meters 40. So I think we've got a 3-meter tree, and there's a whole row of them here. Sam, if you want to pan around, and all these trees are quite substantial, and of course they will stand the frost as well once they're established. And once they get to that age, you really don't need to water them. A perfect tree for cypress. As you can see now, we've spaced these just over 1 meter apart. We've got about 15 or 16 trees, a mini forest which has grown in a matter of months. Literally by the end of 1 year we're going to have mature Leuceana trees. So there we are. That's the 6 stages of making a mini forest. And what do you get with a mini forest? You get a microclimate. And in the microclimate you can control humidity, you can control a lot of things. So this is good. Thanks for watching our little series of how to grow a mini forest in 1 season. Thanks to these fantastic trees. Oh, and did I mention they're also nitrogen fixers as well? Please subscribe to Off-Grid Cypress so you get all our updates and our latest stuff. Like it, share it, and of course comment down below the video. See you next time. Bye.